Kat from carefree.com and welcome to a new installment of my Behind the Art series. Today I ran into some difficulties with my new painting and I thought I'd share it because this difficulty or the struggle doesn't actually come as a big surprise to me, because this is something that happens every single time I work creatively, and maybe you know this as well. It's commonly referred to as the ugly stage. So a stage in the painting that, or in your work, your creative writing, or whatever it is you're doing, where you just look at it and you think, I hate this. Or just a point in the painting where you are very unhappy about where this is going. In my case today, I'm actually working on an illustration for a blog post from a woman who I truly admire and whose work I really love. So of course for me the stakes are high because I want to please her and deliver something that will match her work, but that will also represent my work in a good way. And so I tried to do something new. I tried to go in a new direction from my work, and I spent at least 6 hours planning this and procrastinating on this, I think. So you can imagine me, thinking about it, making a cup of tea, sketching a little bit, making a cup of tea, and repeat that for 6 hours. But in the end I actually came up with an idea that I really loved and that I actually want to do in a bigger version once this one's finished. And what happened though was that now that the first layer of colors is down, I really don't like it anymore. So I feel that the colors aren't working out, even though I made a color composition in Photoshop already. And I'm just not translating my idea the way I had it in mind. And this usually happens around this time. So when I'm putting down the first layers of color, it usually always ends that I feel really unhappy and miserable about my work. The reason I wanted to share this was because this happens every single time, and now that I know that this is the case, I'm actually already kind of looking forward to that stage when I notice, oh yeah, there it is, there's the ugly stage, now I'm there. And what I do then is I wonder, or I think about it and say, okay, work through this, just push on, continue layering, continue adding, work on this piece and just move on, it doesn't matter. And usually it works out really well and I actually like the piece in the end. And sometimes, and this has happened to me as well, I have to give it up. I have to start again. I have to rethink my design, rethink my composition, rethink my colors. And it sucks because, at least I can speak only for myself, I feel that when I start the drawing process that this has to work out, that this is now, you did the sketching, you did the composition, you're sitting down now, you've invested so much time, this has to work out now. So I put all this pressure on myself that every sketch, every first draft, if you will, has to turn out perfectly. I don't give myself that time to really to have failures in my work. And this is just, it just doesn't work that way. And I'm really getting to a point where I know this, where I expect this, and where I plan for this as well. Right now I'm at a point where I'm there. I know I have to work on this piece or give it up and do it again and just go back to the drawing board, back to the sketches, rework, and just enjoy that process. I think that's what really helped me in the recent months or recent pieces that I've been doing, is to start trying to fall in love with that aspect of it, that this is what's always going to happen, that I'm always going to come to a point where I hate the work, and enjoy that and expect that and sort of welcome it as well and say, okay, hey, yay, ugly stage, you're here, I'm so happy. As I'm talking to you right now and telling you to enjoy the process, I actually feel excited about enjoying my own process doing this, because oftentimes I'll just get really quiet and moody and dissatisfied with myself because I feel, you know, I should be doing this properly, this should work out, why does this not work out? And I get upset with myself. But then I have to remind myself as well that this is the normal creative process, and this is the beauty of it. The creation, the developing, that it's out of control, that I cannot change where it's going in a way. I can only do that much. I can only plan that much, but then I have to let it go and I have to let it create itself, if you will. I always believe that we're this, you know, like a vessel that is filled up with ideas, and then we're just the channel. So we just bring it into the world, and that creativity seeks us out and says, okay, you're going to do this now, and because you're ready and you're waiting for it and you're wanting to do this, so you can do this now. And then that's all we do. We bring it to this world, but we have no right to, you know, to have it done as we want it in a way. I don't know if I'm making sense, but I feel that exploring what it wants to become is the other side of the ugly stage. That the ugly stage is where what we want the piece to become changes into what the piece wants to become by itself in a way. And if you are a creative person, I think that the chances are that you know what I'm talking about. And so this is for you, in case you're feeling dissatisfied right now with your work, or you just feel overwhelmed because it's not turning out the way you want it to. I think this can be a really cool moment, a real turning point where we can either be really upset with ourselves and just feel awful that it's not working out the way we want to, or look at it and think, wow, what does this piece have to tell me? What gift does it have? Like, what can I learn if I have to go back and do it again? What exciting new developments are there for me? Or where does this piece want to go by itself? What am I not listening to as I'm creating this? Which stories are there still that need to be heard in order for this to work out? I guess that's what I want to say, is that just don't give up. And even if it's a failure, big quotation marks, for you, even if it doesn't work out and you have to go back and do it again, or just scrap it and do something else, it was never in vain, and that stage can be something amazingly beautiful and powerful if we let it be that. And now that I've told you this, I actually really feel better about where I am with my painting right now, because I really want to find out what I need to learn, what is the thing here, what is my story for this piece. And I wish you the same for your work, and if you ever feel overwhelmed or sad or fed up, just come back to this video and remember that this is what it's actually about. That this ugly, messy, complicated place is why we're doing this in a way, because afterwards we know we expanded and we created something fantastic, and the struggle makes it even more worth it. And I think that's a pretty great thing. So I send you lots of love and courage, and you know, if it's really, really bad, just stop for today and continue tomorrow. But let's just try and enjoy this fantastic thing that we have, this creative urge and this process that we can experience now. And that's why I wish you a great time with it, and I'll see you around. And I'd love to hear your story or see your works that you were frustrated with and that you love now, because I think that could be great inspiration to everybody else who sees this. And so I wish you good night, or at least from where I am, and take care.